Is Helldivers 2 at a make or break point for you? I personally feel like it is for me, and I'd like to know what my fellow divers are thinking. Hey everyone, Naxit here, and I know there's been a ton of discussion about this game currently on YouTube and just about everywhere else that you can think of, so I'm really curious how the community is feeling. Currently, I still love the game, but here lately, I find myself really enjoying editing footage of the game rather than actually playing it. This game means a lot to me. It was the first game that got me and a lot of my buddies from high school back online playing games together after, I would say, near a decade or more. It's also the sole reason why you're seeing this video. It reignited my passion for making videos after taking at least a 6, 7 year break. So, the way I feel about this game currently, and I'd like to know your thoughts. First of all, obviously, we have to address the elephant in the room, Sony. Still some unanswered questions there. The change of the website right before the news was announced. Why are some of our fellow divers still being blocked? Why are they barring new divers from joining the fight still? So a lot of us are still giving Sony the side eye on that. So anything else, I think, just kind of is salt in the wound. So I personally do feel like the devs are listening. They are trying, but it just may be time to build out the team. I know they want to keep it a small team. They weren't expecting such a big hit, so I get the growing pains there. But especially in the QA department, which I'll expand on just a little bit here in a second, I really do feel like they could take some of this revenue they're getting and build out the team a little bit in these really key areas. So first things first, why is the disconnect bug still a thing? Why is that not their number one priority? If you ask me, everything should be on the back burner until that specific bug is fixed. It's the one game breaking bug, if you ask me. And from what I've seen, it's the one bug that's causing more and more of our divers to just choose to stay on their super carriers and not join the fight. And that's not what we need right now. So another thing I have to ask is honestly, let's be real here. What's the point of the primary weapons in their current state? I get the point is reliance on stratagems. That's a big part of the game. But, when 80% of the primary weapons are so weak, we might as well just leave them in the drop pod when we get out. What's the point in the developer spending the time to do the art and the mechanics and testing if there is actually any of that being done when hardly anybody uses, more than just a small percentage of the weapons? So, I do have some advice or thoughts. I don't want this to just be a whining, complaining video. Highly doubt they'll ever see this, but maybe just putting the energy out there will do something. So first and foremost, I think unfortunately a public test server is a must at this point. The current bug with the new mission is a perfect example. How was that not spotted before that was released to the public? Did anybody run this mission before it went live? So the main concern or pushback on that idea that I've seen is that people feel like weapons will come out pre-nerfed. I do see that happening, but I don't think it'll always be the case. And even when it does happen, I think I would rather get a new weapon in the state that it's just generally going to be, rather than being given a weapon, totally falling in love with it, and just having it nerfed. Because that negative reaction over and over again over the course of the life of this game it is just really, adding to, it seems to build more and more resentment each time it happens. So, another thing, need to clear up this fog of uncertainty. Just about every different creator I watch that gives updates on this game, they all mention, oh, the patch might come out on this day, or they trend doing it on this day, or certain situations they'll do it on this day. Pick a day, set a time frame. I think everybody will be happier that way. Uh, every 2 weeks on Tuesday, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just give us something more than um, it's coming. Because I think the main rumblings that I hear is that there's always things being said in the forums, promised, oh, this is coming, this, that, and the other, and nothing seems to happen. The biggest example I can give is where's the cape that we were promised over the review bomb incident? That's been weeks ago. So if it takes that long to get a simple cape design into the game, it makes me kind of wonder what's going on under the hood. That makes adding any new content take so long. I kind of get that part, but it's like, why is it coming in so buggy and in such a drip feed kind of status? So Don't really understand that personally, and that's kind of what sparked the idea behind this video. I'm like, come on, guys, we can't do a cape. Just like seriously, that just seems really weird to me. So we have no real kind of roadmap. Why are you being so tight-lipped about things when the community is already giving you the side eye? You know, we're losing divers faster than those of us who really love the game are really comfortable with. You know, these major orders going failed. I know some of them may be lore required, but some of them we should have handled and we're just not. It's as simple as looking at the player count. Uh, so let me know your thoughts. I don't again want this to be a complaining video. I'd like to know what we as the community can offer, because they do seem to listen on the forum. So if we can come up with some good ideas and straight hand them to them on a silver platter, if they either a don't implement it or can't implement it in a functioning state, well, that kind of lets you know everything you need to know. But at that point, again, I still love the game. I'm still fighting for liberty and democracy as often as I possibly can. So I just want to thank you all for sticking around through this rambling. Again, really curious what you're thinking. Let me know in the comments. Just so you know, every like and sub adds another magazine to our next supply drop. So appreciate the help there. You guys have a wonderful day, and Nax it out.